and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store. And by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball.
Welcome to tonight's game between the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers and the Ozark Lady Hillbillies. I'm Lynn Gregson, alongside of me tonight's Derek Dugan. And Derek, tonight's game, they're just starting in the starting lineups. We're getting a little bit of a late start, but let's just talk about the standings. Ozark sitting at 5-5, so they're at that 4 spot. So a critical game for them in trying to get the positioning in the playoffs.
Yeah, and they're in a pretty good spot to at least finish no worse than 4. You know, we've got 4 conference games left, including the game tonight. They've got a 2-game lead on the team that's behind them trying to catch them. So Ozark more than likely is going to finish in the top 4 in the conference. And as you know, Prairie Grove comes into the game 10-0 in the conference season, has not lost yet, and has a chance to really solidify that #1 seed here tonight.
Well, the tip goes to Prairie Grove. That's the first one that Justine's gotten in a couple of games.
Yeah, that's right.
Get it to the... There's Justine already, no good. Rebound, that's number 2, Courtney Weisman. Courtney Weisman, she's a senior.
Do you have their numbers? I didn't see that. Okay. I was like, who is that?
Ashley Grigsby with the ball. She's covered by Beeks and Barnett. Nice recovery there by Grigsby. 3-point shot. Good. Number 44, Lindsay Culver. And the Lady Hillbillies come out quickly, Derek.
Yeah, good start for the Lady Hillbillies. You know, Culver's got some size to her, but she stepped out and hit that 3-point shot. And she may be a pretty good outside shooter that we're going to have to contend with tonight.
Like they're going to call a foul there. If you're watching us tonight, go to PGTigersOnline.com, the comments page. Let us know where you're watching from. This game was not originally planned to be broadcast tonight, but we kind of decided to do it Friday night after the other game, and Derek and I are both in town able to do this tonight. So,
yeah, and something else to note, Lynn, Lacey Beeks back in the starting lineup after sitting out the game Friday night against Pea Ridge, so it's good to see her back out there.
3-point shot, no good. Shot there, that was by Grigsby. Huber comes down with the rebound. She charges. There's Haley Fitz over to Lemsargas. Lemsargas about to take a 3, pushes out to Beeks. Beeks for 3, no good, off the mark. Nice recovery by Barnett. Goes off the foot of number 44, Lindsay Culver.
Well, another great hustle play right there by Brooke Barnett, coming all the way across the floor to chase down that loose rebound and throw it off the Ozark player.
Well, we got someone called Sortel. Hey, are you on? And Henry's also on. We're just got a little bit of a late start. There's feed to Barnett. Barnett, good. Assist there by Michelle Lemsargas.
Prairie Grove picks up that full court pressure right off the made basket.
They've got Helmert tied up there. Ball goes out. Derek, we've seen these officials before. If I was grading them on a scale of 1 to 10, they're in our middle of the road pack there, I think.
Yeah, in middle of the road from what we've seen, is going to be great, Lynn. Let's hope anyway. They're off to a good start so far. Yeah, and you're right. These
are pretty good officials.
Yeah, the one that's closest to us here, Lynn, is one of the better ones in the conference.
Nice shot there, number 30, Abby Helmert. And the Lady Hillbillies up 5-2.
Yeah, good start for Ozark. You know, we went down to their place in December, and our girls won by 16 points. It wasn't a really easy game, but it ended up being about a 16-point game. So
I'm sorry, Derek. Noted that Whitney Fitz is in the game in place of Lacey Beeks. And tough break there for Grigsby. I thought she had a pickpocket there. They're going to call her for the foul.
And that's a big foul in, her second foul on the night, so she's going to have to take a seat there.
Coming in, Lakin Wilbanks. And now Sargis feeds it into Justine Huber, no good. Rebound, Taylor Cootie.
Yeah, the Ozark crowd came ready to go, didn't they?
The crowd's here with them tonight, and they're going to let the officials know when those fouls are occurring.
You know, Ozark brought a huge crowd here tonight, Lynn. We kind of had trouble finding a spot up here.
They're going to get Haley Fitz with a foul. Well, we were down in Ozark last night for the junior high games, and they got such a nice facility.
Oh, it is. It's awesome.
Helmert with the ball at the top. Gets it over to Weisman. Weisman for three. And it's 8-2, Ozark.
Well, Ozark couldn't ask for a better start here tonight, jumping out on us. And, you know, we've seen our offense struggle at times.
Three, no good. I'm sorry, Derek, go ahead.
No, that's okay. We've seen our offense struggle the past couple weeks putting points on the board. Usually it's been when Huber's been out of the ball game, but tonight getting off to a little bit of a slow start.
Wow, rebound there. And Coach Froud is somewhat relaxed tonight over there. I'm not quite sure. That's un-Froud-like.
For mid-season, for sure.
There.
Wow.
Abby Helmert and Coach Froud is going to take a timeout. And Ozark has come to play tonight, Derek. They lead 11-2.
Yeah, and no need to panic right here. And as you said, Coach Froud looked kind of relaxed over there, but he definitely wants to see the intensity pick up from our players right now. He's going to let them know about it. But again, we've been down before early in the ball game, and we're just 4 minutes in. But Ozark, man, they're shooting the ball really well, and we've had some good looks. Can't get the ball to fall down, but we'll be able to pound it inside, hopefully, to Huber and get her going. And she's the one that's able to spark us offensively, so we'll hope to get her a little more involved in the offense.
Well, again, want to ask if you're watching to go to pgtigersonline.com. I know that watching for Prairie Grove, Dina, I believe that's Dina Brown. Dina, thanks for watching.
And it's probably only a matter of time before we hear from Marianne. I'm assuming she's back in our hometown.
Well, someone told me Natalie Cook would be watching tonight, so Natalie, if you're watching, hello to you. There's Brooke Barnett almost with a rebound, but now down with the ball comes Taylor Cootie. And the shots are just not falling for the ladies.
Yeah, another good look by Justine, one that she's usually going to hit and just didn't go down for her.
Nice move by Will. Huber staying in her ground. This is going to be exciting with where we're sitting tonight, Derek.
Oh yeah.
We're in earshot.
Intimate territory here.
Now they're going to call the block there on Huber.
And this is the one thing Justine's got to be careful of, because the last couple of games she's picked up 2 fouls either early in the first quarter or in the second quarter and had to spend a lot of time on the bench. So she's got to be smart here.
Ozark crowd looking for a shooting foul. I thought they had a shooting foul myself. So.
Oh, it might have been. It might have been.
Nice feed inside, and ball goes in and out. Huber's going to come down with a jump ball. So well, the Lady Hillbillies definitely didn't come in intimidated tonight.
Oh, that's for sure. Yeah, they definitely came out and played inspired ball the first 5 minutes. And Ozark, Lynn, they're one of those programs, girls traditional-wise, that can compete with anybody in the 4A classification. They've won their share of state championships as well in the past. So they're a traditionally strong girls program.
I know in the early 2000s, I was in their gym last night looking through their trophy case, and they had several. I think late 90s, they had a few.
Sarah Pfeiffer, one of the all-time greats from Ozark, went on to play for the Lady Razorbacks. So they've had a strong program for many years. And they're going to stay in our conference for the next couple years as well. So we'll have some pretty good battles with them along the years.
Coach Froud looking for a double there. Don't call 5 seconds. I think that's a makeup because I think she actually double dribbled there for a second, so probably a little bit of a makeup. But 11-2, and Haley Fitz. Justine Huber for 3, no good. And the shots are not falling tonight for the Lady Tigers. And
another good look. I think we're really going to have to start pounding the ball inside, Lynn. We've shot a lot of threes here in the early going. It's not falling right now. We need to get something a little easier and get us warmed up a little bit.
And there's a shot by Lindsay Culver. And I think this is the most Prairie Grove has been down maybe all year long.
Yeah, I've not seen them been down double digits, that's for sure, in the games that we've broadcast and in the games that I've attended. So this is gonna test our will right here.
Well, I know we were down to Shiloh by maybe 8, but Huber just takes it to the hole.
Well, that's exactly the type of shot that can get a player going, is going hard to the basket like that, getting a kind of an easier basket than stepping out and shooting those threes. So we'll see if that can get Justine going.
And now Haley Fitz is going to be called. And now her cousin's got to come in. That's 2 on Haley.
And Haley's been playing really well for the Lady Tigers, so that could end up being a big foul. We saw her at Farmington play so great, but she was in foul trouble that entire night.
It looks like said Marianne's still here taking care of me. She's at the game tonight, so Marianne's in town still. Lumsargis for 3. No good. Rebound. They've got numbers right here. There's Culver again for 3.
Oh, my goodness.
And Culver is, how many threes she got there?
That's 3 threes. She's got 9 points already. And that's what Justine's got to do. Just keep going right at him. But we can't keep trading 2s for 3s, Lynn. Well, Lynn, the Lady Hillbillies have come to play, but so are their fans.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun to listen to all night. Their fans are very much into this game.
Yes, they are. Now this ball's going to be all the way back. Shelly Lumsargis has to go all the way back into the front court or the back court to get the ball. 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lady Tigers trail. Shelly looking for a foul there and didn't pick it up.
Trying to draw the foul, trying to take it hard to the basket, but the refs weren't buying that one.
Now
Lynn, go ahead, Lynn. I'm sorry.
Number 33, Brittany Murders into the game. With 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lady Hillbillies up 17-6, had as big as a 17-4 lead. Nice feed. Nice block by Brooke Barnett. Didn't come up with a rebound, though. Now another 3.
Oh, wow.
Culver is shooting the lights out, and they lead the Lady Tigers 20-6. She's got 4 threes already.
Yeah, she's doubled us up just by herself. She's got 12 points in the first quarter, and Ozark has definitely come to play. Usually don't see a team shoot like this on the road. The first time around when we played Ozark, they only scored 41 points, and they put up 20 on us in this first quarter. So if they keep shooting like this, it's going to be a long night for the Tigers. We've got to come out and guard them a little better, or actually a lot better. Really get a hand up on Culver because she's hot right now.
I think the Lady Tigers are a little shell-shocked right now.
Yeah, and this is going to be something, as we mentioned last Tuesday at Shiloh, we were down, but it wasn't this type of game. Shiloh wasn't just outscoring us necessarily. They weren't offensively shooting the ball really well. Tonight, we're going to have to score some points, it appears, in order to win this game. Tuesday night at Shiloh was a defensive battle, but tonight it may just be an offensive output that's going to be able to win this game for us. But defensively, we got to tighten some things up. And Ozark shooting the ball from the outside. They had 6 3-point baskets in that first quarter. So 18 of their 20 points came from behind the arc. Goodness gracious.
Now gets it inside. And wow. Lady Tigers lucky not to get the foul there.
And I actually kind of like that no call, Lynn, because no possession was gained by the Lady Tigers. It probably was a foul on Justine. Ozark was going to get the ball anyway, so they let it play on. Yep. One thing Prairie Grove's got to be careful of, Lynn, if we are the 1 seed going into the district tournament, is this Ozark team is a 4 seed. That would be a team that possibly we would match up with in the semifinals, and this is a dangerous team. This is the first time I'm getting to see them, but they look better than 5-5 right now. I can tell you that.
Absolutely, and they've really jumped on the Lady Tigers tonight. Nice move there. Number 12, she's new in the game, Whitley Baker. Now Huber. Lady Tigers just need some offensive production here, Derek.
Yeah, we really do. We've had a lot of empty possessions.
Brooke Barnett gets the rebound, goes up strong. Free throws, if we're going to take it to the hole like that, free throws are going to be critical.
That's right. We didn't shoot any free throws in that first quarter, so when you can get when you're down by 14 points, you can get points at the free throw line with the clock stopped. That's going to be a benefit to you. So hopefully Brooke can make these count. She misses that one.
Misses the first one, and it's 7 minutes, 10 seconds. Lady Tigers down probably the most they've been down all year long, down 14, 20-6. Brooke makes the second one. Back into the game, number 5, Taylor Cootie.
And, even at P Ridge the other night, Lynn, Prairie Grove struggled at the free throw line. So we're going to see if we can get that turned around tonight. We got to the free throw line a lot against P Ridge, but didn't make a whole lot of them.
Sargis with a foul. Number 5, Taylor Cootie going to the line. Sargis now with 2 fouls. Looks like Cappy Bryant's going to come in. Shot's good. 21-7. Makes them both. 22-7. The Lady Hillbillies are taking to the Lady Tigers. And the shots aren't falling tonight. They're going to call Cappy Bryant, I believe, for the foul. So that's 6. Now the Lady Hillbillies will be in the bonus, and when you're down having to play defense, that opens yourself up for fouls.
And you're exactly right, and that affects our press too. We can't gamble quite as much, can't be quite as aggressive as we'd like to be on our press defense, so got to be careful right here.
And Grigsby's back into the game. She had 2 fouls early, now she's
that's
back
right.
in.
Yeah, kind of surprised to see her back in the ball game.
And they're going to call 12. Sarah Aguilar for a charge. The Lady Tigers need a couple of trips down the court with some baskets and some defensive holds.
Yeah,
Get this thing back down within single digits.
Exactly. We've never had any kind of momentum in this ball game, and we need to get that going to our side.
And there's a nice rebound. Whoa. Barnett gets a big rebound there. Whitney Fitz. There's Justine Huber for three. That's off. Well, Derek, we're definitely having fun with the Hillbilly fans tonight. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And a nice
Wow.
Ashley Grigsby stretches the lead to 17. Weisman going to be called for the foul.
Courtney Weisman with the foul. Justine Huber at the line for the Lady Tigers.
And the first one's on the way and good. 5:39. At the 5:39 mark, it was down 24-7. Keep that in mind, Derek. It's
And
unbelievable.
We were talking about this year not being down by this many points. When's the last time in general that these girls have been down on their home floor by 15-plus points?
17 at one point.
Yeah, I can't remember it, Lynn.
And with the foul trouble with Lumsargis and Fitz at the guard position, they're three-pointer shooters who can get us back in the game.
And you're exactly right, and still a lot of time to play in this second quarter.
They get it over. And Goody gets it in, 26-9. And Huber's on the bench right now, too. Cappy Bryant for three, no good. Rebound goes to Murders.
Well, and Lynn, they've done all this in the second quarter with Culver on the bench, and now she's coming back into the game. She was the hot hand in the first quarter, so the Ozark bench doing a really good job of continuing to build on the lead that they had at the end of the first quarter.
That's a 1-and-1 now, the Lady Hillbillies. I'm watching Coach Froud, and normally we can hear him, but right now I think he's in a daze a little himself.
Well, he may be shell-shocked a little bit too, because it's been a really long time since we've been punched in the mouth like this. Last year Star City in the semifinals jumped out to a big lead, but we haven't had this situation on our home floor.
Oh, nice feed down there. Foul's going to be called there on Murders. 27-9, 4:55 to go here in the second quarter.
Brittany Murders with the foul. Whitney Fitz at the line with 2 shots to win the Tigers.
Shots on the way good by Whitney Fitz. Brooke Barnett's going to take a little break. I think in these last 5 minutes, the goal should be to get this down to, try to get it down and cut this thing in half.
Yeah, exactly right. And particularly with Fitz and Lumsargis on the bench, as you mentioned, typically Coach Froud, when one of his starters gets 2 fouls, he's going to keep them on the bench. But if the lead starts to get away from us too much, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go back with Lumsargis and Haley Fitz, excuse me.
And that's Weisman. She is driving. Actually, good defensive play there. Just a nice play by Weisman.
Well, the execution of Ozark has been outstanding offensively.
And 29-11, 18-point leads. I'm trying to think, Derek. It's probably been 07, 08 since we've had, maybe, did Huntsville ever get us down back in their great runs in 07 and 08?
Very possibly could have. Yeah, I don't remember, but it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while.
29-13.
Well, in one positive sign for the Tigers tonight, 7 out of 8 at the free throw line tonight, so that's a good change.
1-1. Cappy Bryant got beat on the baseline there, Derek.
And that's 2 fouls on Cappy Bryant. And Lynn, out of the 13 points the Lady Tigers have tonight, 7 of them have come from the free throw line. So we've only hit 3 buckets on the entire night.
First shot on the way, made by Wilbanks. You know, and Ozark's played a lot of young ladies tonight too. So they're not gonna be tired.
Yeah, it should be fresh for the second half, and that's for sure. And that if they can keep this lead, they're definitely gonna have a lot of energy coming out of the break.
That one falls short. Now, Abby Smith, and now Huber just takes to the hole. 30-15.
Well, Justine's got 10 points, Lynn. She's got 10 of our 15. We're going to need some other people to step up and score for us.
And two of our primary scorers, like we mentioned a couple times, are on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yep.
And Ozark's just been hot tonight.
Yes, they have.
I mean, their shots are going in. They're getting good looks at the basket.
Well, they've done it. They've done it in 3 ways: from behind the arc, they've done it inside the paint, and then they've done it at the free throw line. And when you can do all 3 of those phases, you're going to be tough to beat.
A nice shot there. It's on the way, no good, but a good look there by Wilbanks.
Well, the way they've shot, I'm surprised to see anything they shoot not go in. So that was
because there's been a couple times that we've made some. There's Brooke Barnett with a rebound, no good. Goes up again, this time no good. And now Whitney Fitz going to take her chance. Now there is bottom! Justine Huber. She pulls the Lady Tigers within 12. And now the ball's gone away.
Yeah, and Coach Nagel can sense the momentum shifting a little bit with that.
Take the timeout. Smart timeout there by the coach. Well, let's take this timeout with them, Derek, with 2:59 remaining. Ozark Lady Hillbillies 30, Prairie Grove Tigers, Lady Tigers 18.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. But what does that mean to you? It means that you get to keep up with all your sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office, for telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV. Think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress.
Little Lady Tigers with an opportunity to pull within 10 after being down by as many as 18. So.
Yeah, Justine Huber kind of single-handedly keeping us in the game right now. 13 of our 18 points. She's taken over offensively the last few possessions.
At least she didn't get called for the foul there, although I thought the girl fouled her a little bit.
Yeah, I think she did get fouled, and maybe she did travel before the foul was called.
There again, wide open. And Wilbanks hits the 3. That pushes it back up to 15 points, just like that.
Well, that was good confidence right there, because Wilbanks just missed a three-pointer by about 5 feet, and then she comes right back. And
that travel was a 5-point swing there.
Yep.
Brooke Barnett. Now Whitney Fitz for 3. No good. Now Huber's going to go up and get fouled. But that was a 5-point swing because we came down to turnover, and then they hit a 3. We could have pulled within 10 and went right back down 15.
Yeah. And one thing to keep in mind here, Lynn, is our camera girls are also doing some stats for us, and the energy is there for the Lady Tigers. Justine Huber's got 5 rebounds. Brooke Barnett's got 9 rebounds already in the first half. So we're hustling. We're trying to make the plays. It's just not going our way right now.
She makes both free throws, and 33-20, 2:14 remaining here. And now Helmert brings the ball quickly across, gets it across the timeline. Very aggressive defense there by the Lady Tigers.
And smart defense by not fouling. We've put Ozark on the line quite a bit here in the second quarter.
The possession error on the jump ball goes to the Lady Hillbillies.
Well, these Ozark fans don't know, but we've seen some crazy jump balls called this year in this conference.
Three-pointer, no good. And the Lady Tigers getting a break. And the ball's going to be in their possession. Minute and 40 to go here in the first half. Trailing 33-20. Huber back out to Beeks. Abby Smith off her leg. Huber gets the ball. And now the Lady Tigers are going to go to the line. 1:24 remaining in the first half. Prairie Grove trailing Ozark 33-20. Justine Huber at the line.
Well, did he just come out and fall?
Huber's shot on the way. It's short, no good.
Like
Brooke Barnett gets the rebound now. Huber and back up and in. Justine Huber pulls the Lady Tigers within 11. And now recovered by Beeks. Huber. Chance for the Lady Tigers to pull within single digits. And now moving the ball well. Abby Smith shot on the way, no good. I thought we were going to try to get it in Justine's hand there and try to pull that thing within.
Yeah, it might not have been a bad move because she's got 17 of our 22 points, so she's had the hot hand in the second quarter.
Down to 40 seconds to go here. I'm sure Ozark's going to run as much of this clock as they can.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna try to, but looks like Coach Frow's going to run a trap at him and see if we can force a turnover and not allow them to get this last shot.
Brooke might have could have got that. And the jump. Oh, so no jump ball. Looks like Blue had the ball out of bounds, so Lamsargas comes in. Coach Frow thinking about, trying to pull this thing within single digits. Also, Hayden Fitz.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you talked about it earlier.
Instructing him not to get fouls in this last little bit.
And trying to get this thing into single digits by halftime, and he knows how critical this possession could be as far as momentum going into the locker room at halftime.
So he's going to take the last shot. Down to 8 seconds.
It looks like they're running a double screen on the baseline for Lumsargas, but Ozark did a great job of defending that play. And now I think you got to go Huber.
Wait, they changed that. I think they changed that on the possession.
They did. It should have been.
Huber for three. No good. And that's the end of the first half. I think I may say something to him down there, Derek, on that. Yeah. Derek, let's go to the halftime. At halftime, Ozark leads 33-22.
Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger Basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Sorters, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store. And by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away.
Well, Derek, we got about a minute left here before we start the second half. You want to go through some first half stats if we can get them worked in here before they start?
Yeah, I'll just do a few quick ones here. Huber, 17 points. The Lady Tigers, 9 out of 11 at the free throw line. Brooke Barnett with 3 points. Whitney Fitz with 2, and that's been all the scoring for the Lady Tigers. And then a bunch of girls from Ozark. Culver with 12, Helmert 5, Cootie 4, Wiesman 6, Grigsby 2, and Wilbanks 4. Prairie Grove's got a hole to dig themselves out of, but not impossible. 11-point lead. We were down 14 at the end of the first quarter, so we dug into the lead a little bit.
And been down by as many as 18. Lumsargus driving. Prairie Grove's got to keep it in this range or try to close it here in the third a little bit.
Yeah,
Don't want to get down by 18.
Exactly. We can't afford for Ozark to come out and get off to a fast start and increase this lead to 15, 16 points if we want to be able to win.
Well, nice defense to start off by the Lady
Really good
Hillbillies.
defensive
First 30
possession.
seconds, and we're not able to get off the shot. And I imagine they've made some adjustments to try to deal with Huber. I think they think if they can stop Huber, that they can. There is a three-pointer. Bottom there by Lacey Beeks. And Beeks pulls the Lady Tigers within 8.
Well, that's the kind of start we needed, exactly what we needed. Now we've got it into single digits
5
for the
seconds.
first time since the first quarter, Lynn.
Well, almost got the 5-second turnover, but Coach Nagel able to get the timeout
Just in
there.
the nick of time, I think. One official had the 5-second call. The other official, who happened to be right in front of the Ozark bench at the time, overruled him and said that they had called the timeout before the violation there.
Well, a defensive stance here and a conversion by the Lady Tigers, then you're in the back in a ball game.
Yeah, and we've already been able to put the pressure right back on Ozark by getting it down to 8 points, and now we've picked up with full court pressure, and so we're right back in it now. Ozark's going to have to respond to being another ball game here because it hasn't really been a single-digit ball game since the first quarter.
Well, I spoke with some of the Ozark fans during the break, and they were mentioning they had to play Shiloh back-to-back, a Friday night game, I think, and then turn around and played a makeup game, and just didn't have the fouls go their way that night and lost both games, I believe, is what they were saying. Nice play, and that's Grigsby. Pulls it back up to 10 points. Each possession kind of critical right now for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, and that was a good answer for Ozark, handling the full court pressure and then getting a basket off of it to increase the lead back up to 10.
And Beeks, who hit the 3 earlier.
Oh, that's great defense there.
Good defense there by Grigsby, and that was a big gamble by her because she has 2 fouls, and so didn't pick up that third, and nice defense there by the Lady Hillbillies. Lacey didn't.
There we go. Oh.
So they're going to call the jump ball.
Pretty quick whistle on the jump ball there.
Well, and the other thing is Lacey on that didn't really use the baseline there to kind of trap her.
Yeah.
And Helmer able to get it to fall. Now the lead back up to 12.
Well, every time we kind of get it close, they've been able to answer right back with the basket.
Sargis at the top of the key gets over to Fitz.
One thing that surprised me about both Pea Ridge and Ozark, Lynn, is we saw Shiloh.
Yeah.
And that's a good call there.
Yep, she almost got there in time.
Almost, but she's just a little bit late, so a good call by the official.
Saying Pea Ridge and Shiloh.
But, yeah, Shiloh had so much success playing his own defense against us last Tuesday night. We only scored 21 points, and Pea Ridge, they didn't show us any zone defense. So far tonight, Ozark's not shown us any zone defense.
Fitz makes the first one. What are we from the line tonight, Derek?
Well, with that one, we're 10 out of 12, so much better than Friday night against Pea Ridge.
Second one, no good. I jinxed us, but now. And an opportunity for the and one. Huber pulls it within 9, a chance to go back to 8. Again, if you're watching, go to pgtigersonline.com, the comments page. Let us know where you are watching from. And short. And now Brooke Barnett's going to be called, I believe. A lane violation.
Yeah.
So the calls are going the way of the Lady Tigers right now.
Yeah, and we talked about earlier when we had this big double-digit deficit, the way we were going to get back in it is at the free throw line, and this will be our 14th free throw, and Ozark's only shot 6.
So down to 8 now is the Lady Tigers. Wow, Grigsby thinking about a long three. She drives on Beeks. In the lane, 3 seconds, and no good there. Oh, whoa! The 3-point rolls back in. 40-29.
Lynn Helmert's off to a good start. She's got 5 points on the last 2 possessions for Ozark to keep this lead up in double-digit figures.
Long three, no good. Jump ball, possession in favor of the Lady Tigers. How many rebounds has the young lady's got for Brooke Barnett so far tonight?
Barnett, unofficially, we've got her for 10 rebounds.
Wow.
So she's doing, her usual work on the glass. We're playing hard, and it seems like we're executing fairly well. We're just not able to hit buckets. There we go.
Justine, 40-31.
Huber's got 22, Lynn.
And there's a three-pointer. No good. Huber gets the easy rebound this time. Pull-up jumper short. Ball, get it out. There's Fitz for three. Bottom!
There we go.
And now 40-34. And halfway through the third quarter, the Lady Tigers have pulled within 6.
And we've got Ozark playing our pace, Lynn. They're pushing the ball.
Fitz is going to get called for the foul. Whitney's going to have to come in. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. As soon as you've seen the momentum switch a little bit, Ozark has sped up as well, and that will usually work in our favor. That's the kind of pace we want to play to the game. Ozark's taking a lot of quick shots right now, and they're not falling. That's been the difference.
Now Lamsargas picks it up. 3-on-2. Lamsargas feeds. And a foul going to be called on Grigsby. That's her third. Grigsby, that's her third. Beeks with a chance to close it to 5 on the first shot. Shot on the way. Good. Now with an opportunity to pull within 4, Derek.
Well, and I don't know if Coach Nagel at Ozark has got his own defense that his girls plays at times, but right now it wouldn't be a bad time. Huber's taking over on the offensive end. Just to mix it up, I wouldn't be surprised to see it if they've got it and worked on it.
40-36. Now the Lady Tigers got to worry about staying out of foul trouble here. Striking distance now, Derek.
That's right. All the pressure is on Ozark at this point.
And they're going to call Huber for the blocking foul. That's 2 on Justine. I actually thought she had pretty good D that time. But there's been a couple times I thought she may have shouldn't have gotten a foul. So
one of those 50-50 calls that could have gone either way, I think. And Coach Froud a little bit confused about the call, wanting a little clarification. And Ozark fans letting Coach Froud know their opinions as well.
40-36, 3:38 to go here in the third. Prairie Grove trailing by 4. Has not. That's double dribble.
Yep.
Has not had the lead. Have we had the lead tonight?
I don't think so, because I think they hit the 3 to start the game, and I don't think we ever had the lead. But I do know 8 minutes ago, Lynn, we were down 18.
Yeah.
We got that marked down. We made a note of when we were down 18 points with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter, and got it cut to 4 here.
Chance to cut it to 2. Whitney Fitz. Nice drive, and it falls. 40-38. 3:13 remaining here. And the Lady Tigers have battled their way back into the ball game. But
yeah, it didn't take long once we turned up the pressure and started hitting shots. And
10 seconds. And that was 10. I mean, I'm looking up at the clock. It was 3:13 whenever they took possession. So timeout for the Lady Hillbillies. Derek, let's take this timeout with them. I need a little break.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. But what does that mean to you? It means that you get to keep up with all your sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office. For telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV, think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress.
During the break, Derek, I was looking at the comments page, and a comment was made that, some nights there's going to be teams that are hot, and Prairie Grove's got to make sure they're getting production out of a lot of different people. We've seen it throughout the year. Tonight, it's been primarily Justine Huber.
Yeah, it's been Justine carrying us 22 of our 38 points right now. But at the same time, as Justine's gotten hot, some of the other girls have been able to get in some free throws and put in some baskets to contribute to getting this lead down to 2.
And Brooke Barnett, and also Brooke Barnett's loose ball play has been very, very critical.
As it always is.
And now, with an opportunity to tie or take a lead, does Lamsargas.
Lamsargas has not scored yet tonight, Lynn.
Now Justine Huber looking for a shot and going to be called. That's going to be Taylor Cootie called with the foul, and an opportunity for Justine. 3 on Cootie. Justine makes the first one. Coach Danny Absher walking through the crowd. I know he's probably excited about football season, and next year's football, Ozark and Prairie Grove will probably be 2 of the toast of the conference.
I'd say those 2 will be the favorites for sure. Yep, Ozark's got a lot of returning experience, and we do too. So that's going to be a nice game to watch next year.
Huber ties it up at 40 with the free throw, 2:38. So took about a full quarter, a little over a quarter, and Grigsby's pushing the action up the court quickly. Shot by Cootie, no good. Rebound by Beeks, and then we got numbers, and she's going to get it.
Oh, good pass.
Lamsargas now to Huber. Huber's going to drive all the way in. No good. And a walk. And you can just see almost the body language of the Ozark girls. Like, gosh, we had, but
what
still
happened?
a long way from over. Both teams.
Definitely. And if Ozark's able to get on track like they were in the first quarter, it could definitely be a battle. But at this point, Prairie Grove, you feel like we're in control of the ball game, even though it's just a tie ball game.
from Sargis drive. And with 2:05 to go in the third quarter, Prairie Grove takes the lead, I believe, for the first time tonight.
And Lynn, we've outscored them 20-7 here in the third quarter, 6 minutes into the third quarter.
And a lot of it has to do, Derek, they're not getting the same shots they got earlier.
Yep.
And they definitely, when they have got them, they haven't fallen. Huber needs to be careful not pick up that third foul.
And Culver, the girl that had 12 points in the first quarter, hasn't scored since then either.
And now Huber goes out. That was actually almost created by Brooke Barnett coming across there.
Yep, knocking the ball away.
And now into the game, number 2 is Courtney Weisman. We have not seen Culver in a while, and I'm a little surprised.
Yep.
She was so hot to begin the game.
Yeah, 12 points in the first quarter, and hopefully she'll stay quiet the rest of the ball game.
Ball gets in to Weisman at the top of the key, guarded by Sargis, 42-40. And there's a three-pointer there by Grigsby. No good. And now the Lady Tigers with an opportunity to take. There's Whitney Fitz for three. No good. And the ball goes off of Cootie.
Well, Coach Froud wanted a foul after the shot. Thought the Ozark defender got a little too physical with Fitz after the shot was released, but referee didn't call it.
One of the Ozark fans bringing up the fact that how many rebounds Barnett's getting, and that's true. They're
we've got
made a big difference on these rebounds.
Yeah, we've got her at 12.
And now that's Cootie with 4. Culver back in the game. I'm not so sure I'm happy to see that, but I'm sure the Ozark fans
Yeah, we've done a lot better job on her though since that first
Sargis
quarter.
for 3. No good. Wow. And now there's Culver for 3.
That's unbelievable.
What is she from? Has she missed a 3 tonight?
I haven't tracked it, but I don't remember her. 5 threes, Lynn. 5 threes.
In the game. She gives the Lady Hillbillies the lead back.
Yep, I just woke her up.
(43-42), and you know the Lady Hillbillies have, are still in it. They've withstood the comeback. It's 43-42. Prairie Grove with a chance the last couple times to take a little bit bigger lead, and now Hillbillies back with the lead.
And that's one thing Ozark can build on is Prairie Grove's controlled this game since halftime, but Ozark could still go into the fourth quarter with the lead.
Culver kind of letting them know, hey, I had my pivot foot down, but they're going to call her for the travel. 16.6.
Big possession right here for both teams, I think, Lynn. Who's going to have the momentum going into the fourth?
And with 10 seconds to go here, 9, 8. And now they're going to call a foul with 1.6. That's going to be 6 fouls on the Lady Hillbillies. So in the fourth quarter, Prairie Grove will have the bonus.
Yeah, unfortunately tonight we're 15 out of 18 at the free throw line, shooting the ball well there.
Huber, bottom! And Justin Huber hits it at the buzzer. 44-43 with 4 minutes to go, Derek, in the first half. Prairie Grove was down by 18, and now, as we go into the final quarter, a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and Prairie Grove only had 22 points at halftime. We scored 22 in that quarter alone, so we matched our output for the entire first half, and that was a huge shot. Great play drawn up there. That Coach Froud went to off the baseline play with only 1.6 seconds left. Justine caught it and shot it and made it.
I'm looking Grant versus Denver tournament. Grant 4, Denver 0. That's for those that are listening. There's a couple brothers, Denver and Grant Long. They're probably divided by about 3 or 4 years, I guess. And
but now
I guess they've been playing a little one-on-one since last Tuesday night. And
all it says is 4-0. It doesn't say who's up there.
Being that Grant posted it, I'm going to give Grant the 4-0 lead.
So Grant's the youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Grant, Denver, man. He must be using all his energy on those Wednesday night pickup games they play down here at the gym.
Well, 8 minutes to go. We start the fourth quarter. The score is the Lady Tigers 44, Lady Hillbillies 43, and we're in for a barn burner to go in the fourth. Anybody with foul trouble here, Derek? We got Haley Fitz with 3, I believe.
Yeah, Fitz has 3, and that's the only Lady Tiger with 3 or more. And then
they're going to call Haley. Haley was holding. I think she had her, looked like almost the sleeper hold there, Derek.
Yeah, they got Haley now. Now she's got 4 fouls. So
I thought they was going to do the flop arm there with number 2 to see if she was asleep. But she had her in a hold. She really pushed off again. We kind of got lucky.
She needs to be careful.
Now, Prairie Grove with an opportunity to take. They've had their largest lead's been 2 points so far. And now Huber goes up and in. And Huber gives the Lady Tigers their largest lead at 3, Derek.
28 points for Justine. This is as good as I've seen her play.
Brooke Barnett.
And I really don't know why Ozark they're giving help defense on the drive, but I'm really, really surprised they haven't gone to his own defense to at least try to slow down Justine a little bit.
It looks like Huber's going to be on Culver now.
Yep.
So 5 seconds this time, and now the Lady Tigers with a chance to stretch that lead.
Well, we've seen a 5 count. We've seen a 10 count. Almost got another 5 count, but the referees bailed Ozark out with the timeout on that call. You know, I think both teams got away with a foul on that possession right there.
There's a part of me that just wants to hold up my mic and just let those watching just kind of hear what we hear on this side. Oh. Fitz definitely walks there.
Yeah, unforced turnover, one of those that you don't like to see. Whitney just got a little bit too quick with herself, but she'll make up for that later on, I'm sure.
And with Huber on Culver, they're going to make her shoot a high 3 if she shoots it.
Yep. We're Coach Froud running a trap in the backcourt nearly every trip.
And now Grigsby with the ball, playing with 3 fouls. Nice pass. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Grigsby. Wow.
I mean, Brooke Barnett, she just, everywhere the ball is, it seems like, she's got that mentality. When the ball is shot, she's going to go get it. It doesn't matter where she is on the floor. She ran a long way to track that ball down and retain possession for the Tigers.
Cootie comes in with 4 fouls for the Lady Hillbillies. Lady Tigers an opportunity to take a 5-point lead. 6:30 to go in the ball game. Sargis has 1 basket, a little floater, I believe, Derek.
Yep.
All we really had from her tonight.
Prairie Grove just running their motion offense right now, trying to get a drive to the basket or a back cut. She walked.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
Yeah, it was. I mean, she kind of did that shuffle.
Shuffled her feet.
Yep. Right there at the end. Good call there by the officials. Grigsby bringing it down. And now, nice recovery there by the Lady Hillbillies. Culver thought about the 3 and then saw the long arms of Justine.
Yeah, I was going to say, you saw no hesitation with Ozark in the first half on their shots, and now they're starting to think about it a little bit. Pressure is getting to them a little bit, and the shots are, nobody's wanting to take that shot like they were in the first quarter when everything was going down. Everything's been harder to get in the second half.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Brooke Barnett. Cootie was in there battling her this time. And a nice block by Grigsby.
Really good block.
Walk. Yep.
Lynn, this game from the Ozark side has got a postseason feel to it, doesn't it?
I got to tell you, there's very few times I enjoy sitting on the opposing side tonight.
It's been entertaining over here.
Entertaining,
Yeah.
if nothing else. That can't be Doug Allen up there doing the jump. I thought I saw him just doing the jump. I hope not. Maybe he was just talking to somebody. It looked like he was doing the jump.
There comes a point when you get too old to do any kind of jumping, you may not be able to get back up again. Not saying that that's the case with Doug over there.
I've reached that point. Well, let's see if we got any more comments while we got a little bit of break. Now the Lady Tigers bringing it in. Derek, you two. Denver 4-0, and now he wants a little bit of you.
I was talking about the age of jumping around. Denver may have reached that point.
Well, I think he's saying that he's got the 4-0 lead. Huber with the basket. Derek, I got to read these comments here.
30 points for Huber. That may be a career high for her. We still got a lot of time to go in the game.
Denver calling us both out to play a little basketball. Oh, there's Grigsby, and she's going to feed Culver. Culver for three. Bottom. Is that six?
6 for 6.
6 for 6.
By my count. Yep.
48-48. 4:15 to go. And other than Haley Fitz, that's where our only foul trouble is, and I'll imagine we'll see her.
Right, and Culver has not scored from inside the three-point line. Everything's been outside.
Lamsargis drives on the floor, but she's going to get the 1-and-1.
We get the feeling these free throws are going to win or lose the game for one of the teams. And right now we've shot 18 free throws. Ozark just 6.
Dot on the way. Good by Lamsargis. 49-48. We have 4 minutes to go in this ball game. Far from over. Even though Prairie Grove's got themselves back in it. And both of them are made. Although back in it and had as big of a lead. It's been 3 for the Lady Tigers. I thought with Huber on Culver, we may not see another 3, but she was able to get open.
Yep. Yeah, Ozark's doing a really nice job of running their motion offense and getting open shots.
Well, she's wanting the ball again.
Yep.
Now she feels it. I mean, and when a player.
Well, you see Justine not taking any chances. She's out there guarding Culver from 30 feet away from the basket.
Culver wanting a basket. Down to 3:15 to go, 50-48. 3-point on the way, bottom.
Wow.
A.B. Helmert, and she gives the Lady Hillbillies a lead back with 3 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, 13 points for Helmert tonight.
Pulls up and feeds it inside, and Brooke Barnett, nice play set up by Lamsargis.
Great drive by Lamsargis. Brooke's defender slid over, and Michelle made a great pass to Brooke for the finish.
52-51, 2:45 remaining, and the Hillbillies will not go away.
Yep.
Justine, good defense that time.
Ozark must be a really improved team from earlier in the season because they've lost 5 games in the conference, and looking at them tonight.
Well, you got to think,
wow.
One was with us.
1 was with us.
2 were probably from Shiloh, and then I would imagine Farmington.
2 from Farmington, yep.
So, I mean, they're.
But tonight, Ozark's looked better than Shiloh or Farmington did against us. Now, I know throughout the year they're probably not as good, but they've looked great tonight.
Although Shiloh last Tuesday night.
That was a battle. Yeah, that was a battle.
The Lady Tigers have had to battle a little bit, which is probably good for them.
Oh, I think so.
Something about the postseason.
Yep.
There's Cootie with the ball, guarded by Barnett. Nice defense right now, down to 2 minutes to go. Fitz And there's Helmert. And Haley Fitz comes up with a steal. It's a big steal. Wow. I am sure, and I'm looking for him. I'm looking for Cliff Fitz right now. I hear him. I don't see him. I believe I hear him.
Is that Lance Lee or is that Cliff over there making the noise? Well, we've seen Coach Froud stall here before, Lynn, in this situation. He's going to call a timeout, and he may do exactly that here in the last minute 35, if he can.
Don't need a turnover here. This is where you got to protect the ball, force them to foul you, or get a layup. I mean, I imagine that.
Yeah, and sometimes you get too conservative. You hear a lot of announcers say that sometimes, but it actually happens sometimes. You see teams try to pull the ball out a little too early and quit running their offense, and it ends up hurting them in the long run.
What I think I wouldn't question Coach Froud. I mean, he's won a championship and gone back to another, but one thing here, though, you might only get the ball in Huber's hands to get that 3-point lead, get a defensive stop, and then you can, then you wait for him to foul.
Well, another thing that on the other side of the fence is Ozark's looking at is any foul that we give them that's non-shooting it's a one-on-one foul, so Ozark can kind of afford to be really aggressive with whatever defense they're going to come out and play, because a one-on-one free throw, as you know, in high school basketball is not a given for anybody. So,
absolutely not.
Yeah, they may try to throw a trap at us.
And we are what tonight from the free throw line?
We're 17 out of 20, shooting the ball very well from the line tonight. Oh, Ozark's got 6 players on the floor. Well, pretty gracious right there by the official to catch that for the Ozark coach.
Justine's going to take the ball in the back court. And now they're spreading it out.
This is probably a layup-only drill for the Lady Tigers right now. They're not going to shoot unless they get a layup.
And they're going to keep separation down. And that's going to be 5 on Cootie.
That's right.
1 minute and 4 seconds to go. They fouled Justine. And now coming to the game is going to be Grigsby and Culver, it looks like. Also coming into the game is, let's see, Helmert is always in there, or also back in there. I will tell you, he brought some players in to foul if need be, I think.
Yeah.
104, crucial free throws. You said free throws could be the difference.
Yeah, and Coach Froud, if you're going to shoot free throws, this is the girl we want at the line.
And that one is good. 53-51. And now with an opportunity. And goes in. 3-point lead. So now with a 3-point lead, we're down to a minute to go. Prairie Grove can be somewhat aggressive because we got plenty of fouls to give here.
Exactly right.
And the ball's turned over. And now, and now the Lady Tigers will definitely, going to be a foul there on 00 Lakin Wilbanks. 45 seconds remaining, 54-51.
Lynn, Justine Huber, 32 points for the Lady Tigers tonight.
32?
32.
Misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and so that was a big shot, or big free throw.
Still a one-possession game.
And what's interesting is I don't think there's any question to our Steak and Shake. There's a big three.
Oh, my goodness.
Three-pointer by Weisman. Down to 30 seconds. And that was a long three-pointer, Derek. Weisman's father sitting right in front of me and turns around and boastfully and said, "That's mine." So that's a big shot there. 29.9 seconds, Derek.
Well, Prairie Grove's got the advantage here. We've got great ball handlers on the floor. We know what Ozark's going to do defensively. They've been in a man all night long, so that's what they're going to do. Coach Froud doesn't want to take this shot too soon. At worst, this game needs to go into overtime. We don't need to give Ozark a possession here.
And we're in the double bonus now. The next foul's in the double bonus. So
right, Ozark's got to be careful that they don't foul and get too aggressive. And if you're Ozark, you got to know the ball's going to Huber. I wouldn't be surprised if they double team her. They got to make somebody else beat him. They can't let Justine beat him.
That three-point shot was she was a good 3 or 4
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was deep. That was deep. Big-time shot right there. And now Lynn Ozark going to show a little four-court press for the first time tonight.
Prairie Grove, they're going to let Prairie Grove bring it in.
Yeah, just a little token pressure right there off the inbounds pass.
Haley needs to get it over. Haley was down to 2 seconds left.
Oh, my goodness.
And a turnover, a big turnover there, Derek.
Big-time turnover. Great job by the Ozark defender of knocking that ball away.
We could see an overtime battle here, but
well, now you're thinking just the opposite. Now we got to get a stop, and Ozark at the worst wants this game to go in overtime.
They're going to call the foul, 12.5 seconds. Now Prairie Grove's got one more foul to give.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that one. That's just Brooks' first foul.
Brooks' first foul. As aggressive she's played, I'm pretty surprised.
And Lynn Prairie Grove's got the jump ball possession if there is one.
And now that's going to be 5 on Fitz. .3 seconds, and the Lady Hillbillies with an opportunity.
And I don't know if that foul was intentional right there. I don't think it was.
I don't think so either.
Because now Prairie Grove is in the situation where if we foul Ozark, now Ozark's going to be shooting a 1-and-1 free throw. So I don't think we wanted a foul right there.
Said to make sure, Derek, I got a note here saying the camera's not following all of the plays. So
make sure you're getting all the action. You forget to move it one time or something. I don't know. Somebody on the comment was saying that it wasn't following all the action. Is it all the whole time?
Henry says that Barnett and Justine both is crucial in this game, and it's his vote for Steak and Shake, but it's far from over. Well, Derek, this is critical right here.
Critical for both teams. I mean, Ozark.
Looks like we're going to have to stand here.
Yeah, we're going to have to stand to be able to see.
Shot on the way, no good. Huber.
We got time.
Huber. Oh! Whoa! Justine Huber took about a 38-footer, and
oh man. Well,
we're like overtime, so let's take a break, Derek. I need a little air here, and we'll come back.
Ozark Delight Lollipops are America's #1 fundraising lollipop. We produce our lollipops the old-fashioned way in small batches, ensuring flavor intensity to the last lick. Mass-produced, machine-made lollipops are simply inferior, and you and your customers can taste the difference. From the production to customer service to everything in between, Ozark's Delight does it right. So whether you're ordering for the next fundraising project or just need some of your favorite flavors, we're here to help. Click our website, ozarkdelight.com, or call us toll-free at 1-800-334-8991.
Okay. Well, we're back. We're going to overtime tonight in the girls' game. Prairie Grove Lady Tigers ranked #1 in the state by the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. And thus far,
going back to that last possession, I like the strategy by Ozark there. Ashley Grigsby took the ball strong to the hole, but they went a little too quick and gave Prairie Grove a last-second chance to win the ball game in regulation.
And now Prairie Grove controlled. Prairie Grove will play without Haley Fitz.
Yep.
The final 4 minutes of overtime.
And Ozark will play without Taylor Cootie, one of their senior leaders.
Whoa, look at that. Lumsargis all the way to the hole, but she misses the shot. I think Lumsargis is surprised to see herself that open.
Yeah, she really split through the defense there and had an open look, just a little strong.
Well, the Lady Tigers, I'd like to see us get the first basket in overtime.
Yeah, definitely put the pressure right back onto Ozark.
And we are in the double bonus.
Yep.
Huber,
all wide open.
Nice block, and now up and in. Lacey Beeks. Good defensive play there by the Lady Hillbillies, but able to recover with Prairie Grove.
Yeah, good extra effort by Huber to stay with the ball and get it over to Beeks for the nice finish.
Well, we had three of our young ladies under the basket that time.
Yep.
With opportunity for rebound. Culver looking for that 3 again. Nice move. And Huber, with her size, makes someone shoot a little more than they normally would. Now,
Lynn, Ozark's hit 11 3-point baskets tonight. That's kept them in this ball game.
11, that's 33 of their 54.
Yep.
Brooke Barnett. Lacey Beeks with the ball, gets it to Fitz.
Well, no need to rush right here if you're the Tigers.
No, you don't.
You can just be strong with the ball. Yeah, if you can just be strong with the ball, they're eventually going to have to foul you.
Lacey Beeks had a shot there, and now that was Whitney Fitz taking the basket, gets fouled. These 2 free throws would be big right now, and it's a 2-shot foul anyway, but we're in the double bonus.
Yeah, and Whitney Fitz tonight 2 for 2 at the line.
And she's makes it 3 for 3, Derek, and a 57-54 lead. We have not. I don't think we've had a 4-point lead tonight, have we?
I think we were up 5 at one point.
Were we ever? I don't think we were ever up.
Maybe
5.
not. Maybe it was 3.
And now we're up 4. 58-54. Under the 2-minute mark to go. So,
Lady Tigers 21 out of 25 at the line.
That's a big, Derek, if we had shot as horribly as we did at Shiloh last week and stolen there.
Oh, good hands by Justine.
And nice defensive effort there by, I couldn't tell what number it was. I think it was number 10, Lake and Melton. Nice. She came back and got the ball, Derek. Yeah, that was a big play for them.
And Justine did a good job of getting her hands in on the play because Ozark was going to get 2 points right there, it looked like.
Down to 1:35 to go, 58-54. And nice defense recovery there. And good play by Lacey Beeks. Whoa, Justine may have just gotten away with a high dribble there. Now they're going to force.
Well, it could be one of the reasons Ozark fans are a little bit upset, Lynn. They've been outshot at the free throw line tonight, 25-6.
And now down to a minute to go. They're going to. Lacey Beeks, Lumsargis. And now they're going to get the foul. I didn't see if it was Grigsby or was it Helmer. So now she has the opportunity to shoot 2.
And Michelle 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Got a lot of good options for the Lady Tigers to shoot free throws.
59-54. And now the second one on the way. Good. Little string music there by Michelle Lumsargis, and that's a 54 lead. Well, with 54.5 seconds, not in hand, but a little more comfortable than we were.
Feel a lot better about it. And Ozark, in this overtime period, not scored. They've been scoreless since the overtime started. And in the entire second half, Lynn, they've only had 21 points. So we talked about it at halftime. The Prairie Grove defense has been the story, the effort, rebounding the ball, and defensively they've done a much better job of limiting Ozark's easy baskets, which is what they got a lot of in the first half.
Make sure you got the ball in the action.
They're still not getting all the action.
That was from Kathy. Kathy, I just saw your note here on that. I hope we're being able to do that. For those that may have joined us late tonight, Prairie Grove, with 4 minutes to go in the first half, was down by 18. And now lead by 6, their largest lead of the game with 45 seconds. Grigsby blocked by Beeks. And now they're forced to foul. Grigsby had to foul Huber.
Well, Justine with a chance to add to her career probably point total. She's got 32 right now.
32 points.
I can't remember ever having this many points in a game.
Make it 33, 61, 54. And Derek, I don't, again, it's not over, but you've got to give the Lady Hillbillies an incredible. There's another shot made, 34 points for Huber tonight. Got to give her the Steak and Shake player of the game.
Yeah, I think so, no doubt about it.
And a 3-point shot, no good. Foul on 0-0, Will Banks, and now Brooke Barnett's going to go to the line, 32.2. Tomorrow morning in the paper, if people don't see the OT next to it, you're going to look like it was. This game was extremely a battle and very close throughout.
Very competitive. Ozark really came to play, and Lynn, Ozark's, they are a battle-tested team. A few weeks ago, the tragedy that they experienced down there, so losing a teammate, you just don't know how anybody can, how you can even continue playing at that point when you lose a classmate like that. So Ozark, nothing but good things to say about them tonight. They've really had a great game.
Well, Prairie Grove now leading by 10. A drive made by Weisman. 64-56, 20 seconds remaining. And stolen by Weisman. She's going to put it up, no good. And now Beeks with the rebound, and Huber. And a foul. And that's the first time, Coach Proud that's the first time I've heard him tonight. Really hear him. He's always a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if it had to be something defensively that he was not happy with Whitney Fitz right there because, like you said, he's been pretty calm throughout the ballgame.
35 points. Huber. Second shot on the way, make it 36 points from the free throw line.
And Lynn, she's 16 of 17 by my count at the free throw line by herself.
Weisman misses the three. We're down to 4.2, and the Lady Tigers, after being down by as many as 18, are going to come out of here with a victory, but it was hard-earned victory tonight.
Definitely that.
3-1, and that's the ball game. And the final score, the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers, 66. Ozark Lady Hillbillies, 56. And the big difference, Derek just showed me a stat that if you're a Hillbilly fan tonight, you've got to be. Prairie Grove shot 33 free throws. Lady Hillbillies only shot 6, so there's 27 points and a total of 25 points difference from the line tonight was the difference in the ball game. So.
Yeah, Justine Huber by herself was 16 out of 17 at the line. And she shot 3 times as many free throws as the entire Ozark team did tonight. So tough loss for Ozark.
Yeah. Hard-fought victory tonight. Let's take a couple-minute break here. We're going to go to a few commercials. Derek, maybe before we go to commercial, let's go ahead and go through the stats.
Okay. I'll go through the scoring for both teams here. Justine Huber, 36 points, leading the Tigers. She scored 36 out of the 66 that the Tigers scored. And Brooke Barnett, 7. Lacey Beek, 7. Lamsarga, 6. Whitney Fitz, 6. And Haley Fitz with 4 points to lead the Lady Tigers. And for the Lady Hillbillies, Lindsay Culver led them with 18 points, but 12 of those were in the first quarter. So she only scored 6 points the rest of the way. Abby Helmert with 13. Courtney Weisman with 11. Grigsby with 6, and then Will Banks and Cootie each had 4 points. But the key was in that overtime, Prairie Grove outscored Ozark 12-2, Lynn, in the overtime period. And after Ozark got off to that fast start where they